King John was the King of England. He did not like anyone else to look richer than himself. The Abbot of Canterbury was rich. He was enjoying luxurious life. The king did not like the abbot. He was in great anger. He sent his soldiers to bring the abbot. The soldiers brought him before the king. The king asked, "Who is greater, the king or an abbot?" "Then how bold of you to enjoy much better than the king. You are plotting to become the King of England. It is a crime. Therefore you must die." The abbot was greatly frightened. He said very humbly, "Your Majesty, I have never used others' money for my use. Is it a crime to spend my own money for my needs?" "Yes," replied the king. Then he added, "It is a crime to live grander than the king." The abbot trembled in fear. The king continued, "But I shall give you a chance to get pardon. Answer my 3 questions correctly to my satisfaction." Then he gave out the 3 questions. 1. Tell me how much I am worth. 2. How long will it take for me to go around the world? 3. What I am thinking now. The abbot listened. His confusion and fear increased rapidly. He could not speak. Finally he begged for time to answer. 3 weeks were given. The abbot left the palace in a dejected mood. On the way, he went into Oxford University and Cambridge University. He met great professors and learned men. He asked them for answers to these 3 questions. They were not able to find the suitable answers. He was returning home safely. On the way he met his shepherd boy. The shepherd asked the abbot, "Why are you looking so sad, my master?" "My dear shepherd, the king has set 3 questions for me. I have to find answers to his satisfaction, or else die for plotting against the king. The questions are difficult. I have only 3 days more," replied the abbot. The shepherd said, "My lord, let me go in your place. I shall meet the king. I shall answer the 3 questions to his satisfaction." Then he added, "People say I look very much like you. Therefore permit me to wear your dress. The king will not be able to find out." The abbot agreed. Immediately the shepherd put on the abbot's dress. He exactly looked like the abbot. He then went to meet the king. The king had not expected the abbot so soon. He was not able to find the difference. He said, "I am happy, abbot. You have kept your promises. Now are ready with the answers." The shepherd in the abbot's dress replied, "Yes, your Majesty. I shall try to answer to the best of my ability." The king asked, "What am I worth?" "I am the King of England, your Majesty," replied the shepherd. "According to the Bible, Jesus, the King of heaven and earth, was sold for 30 pence. Your worth must be 1 pence less. It should be 29 pence. The king had a sense of humor. He started laughing. After some time, he gave out second question. "How soon can I ride around the world?" The shepherd said, "Your Majesty, you must rise with the sun, ride with it the whole night. In this way, you will be able to go round the world in 24 hours. Again the king had a merry laugh. Then he looked seriously at the shepherd. He said, "Tell me quickly. What am I thinking now?" "Sire, you are thinking I am the abbot. But I am not the abbot. I am only his poor shepherd. I have come to ask pardon for the abbot and for myself. Then he quickly removed the abbot's dress. Now he looked like a shepherd. He knelt down before the king for pardon. The king was not at all angry. He started laughing. And he laughed for a long time. Finally he said, I am pleased with your intelligence. I shall make you the abbot. But the shepherd said, Your Majesty, I cannot read and write. I cannot become an abbot. The king said, Then you shall receive £1 a week as long as you live. Go home and tell the abbot, I have forgiven him. Once upon a time, there was a lazy wolf living in a jungle. Near his house was a pond. Many animals came to the pond to drink water. The wolf was always in search of food. One day, he was sitting near the pond hoping to get something to eat, when suddenly he spotted a dead bull. Aha! What a luck! Now I can eat all I want, he thought, and his mouth started watering. He began to eat the bull. A thought struck him, if another beast comes this way he will ask for a share. I had better eat fast. Grub. 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 Grub one, he chewed, faster and faster. In his haste, a piece of bone got stuck in his throat. Oh! Erk! Cried the wolf. He tried to bring it out of his mouth. He tried to cough it out but in vain. Next, he tried to swallow it down but he failed. Ooh, the bone in throat hurts. What shall I do now? Thought the wolf. Suddenly he remembered that a crane lived on the nearby riverbank. The wolf went to the crane and pleaded, My dear crane, I have got a bone stuck in my throat. I will give you a present, if you pull it out of my throat with your long beak. The crane took pity on the wolf. He asked the wolf to look up with his mouth open. The crane then put its head into the wolf's mouth and pulled out the bone. Oh! What a relief! The wolf sighed. Now where is my present? Asked the crane. What present? The wolf replied, pretending not aware of its promise. You said that you would give me a present if I removed the bone from your throat, said the crane humbly. Ha! Is it not a present that you put your head into my mouth and got out alive? I could have easily crushed your head while your beak was inside my mouth, said the ungrateful wolf and went away. The crane felt helpless and decided not to help any ungrateful creature in the future. An old man gave his money and gold to his sons. He showed them his diamond ring and said to them, I am not giving this ring to you now. Go out and do some noble deeds. Then come to me. Tell me your deeds. Then I will give this diamond ring to one of you. The ring will be the reward for the noblest deed. The sons went out. They did noble deeds. After some time, they returned to their father. One of the sons said, Father, give me the ring. I have done a great and noble deed. A man left all his money with me. He traveled many countries. Then he came to me. He wanted his money back. I returned his money to him. Another son said, A child fell into a river. The water was carrying the child away. I jumped into the river. I saved the child. The third son said, Father, Please listen to me. My enemy was sleeping on the edge of a huge rock. I went to him and woke him up. The father said, all the people love their friends. But you loved your enemy. You saved him from his death. Yours is the noblest deed. Take this ring.